What's good, YouTube fam? And guess what? Yup, you guessed it. Going on another trip. You heard that right, YouTube. We are back with another vacation. This time we took a trip out to Aruba and it was beautiful. But before we left, we had to fill out a PCR test for COVID, of course. Well, not all three of us, just myself and Faye. We had to take our COVID test, do the PCR, and upload the information on Aruba's website. And we had to get travel insurance through their government portal. And it was a pretty easy process. Just go on their website and it pretty much walks you through the whole thing. Upload your passport information and all your travel documents, your flight documents and everything like that. And negative PCR test results, obviously. And once you send that off, you're pretty much good to go. Enjoy your vacation. However, since COVID seems to be dying down a bit, this might not be a requirement anymore, but I would still check out the site just to make sure. So be sure to check out the video to see where we stayed, all the restaurants we ate at, and the beaches that we got to hit up while we were there. Upon our arrival at the Aruba airport, first stop was going across the street and getting our rental. We got a rental with the Hertz rental car company. We figured we'd get a rental just so we could get around the island instead of like always having to get in a cab. We stayed at Marriott's Aruba Ocean Club, which is pretty much a resort, and it's only about 10 minutes from the airport. It's just a straight shot from the resort to the airport, so it's a real easy drive. This trip has shopping centers on it, stores, restaurants, you name it, and it's pretty much impossible to get lost between the two because it's just a really long strip. The resort itself does have a lot of amenities for adults and children. It has like a whole like lazy pool that goes around the hotel. It's connected to the beach, so you could just walk to the beach if you want to, and they have a bunch of like restaurants attached to it. They even have like a Starbucks inside the hotel. Like it's got a whole little like shopping center and like a little casino attached to it as well. Like it pretty much has everything you need, so you don't have to leave the resort. But of course we didn't spend that much time on the resort quarters because we had to get out and explore Aruba. Alright, so you know the routine. Land, pick up the rentals, go get food. First stop, Boomba's Beach and Restaurant.
I thought you said it was called Pincho.
I thought it was called Pinchos because apparently that's what they serve, that's what they're known for, which are shish kebabs. But Faye ordered the catch of the day. She don't even know what kind of fish she getting, but it's fish, lemon butter, vegetables with shrimp. And I got some steak pinchos, which are shish kebabs. Sounds dope. Should be fire. I'm gonna check it out, see how it is.
Yeah, what kind of fish is it? This is what's left of my ceviche. It's gone now. It's so good. I love ceviche.
Our first morning in Aruba, of course, you know we had to get breakfast, and the most popular place to be on the island seemed to be the Dutch Pancake House, and for good reason. Like, it was amazing pancakes they had over there. So good that we went back like twice.
So the wait was pretty long. We waited about 30 minutes. I didn't think it was going to be worth it because I was already angry from waiting in line. Because at the menu there was so many to choose from, so it was hard to, you know, it was hard to figure out their specialty. It was just pancakes with lots of different toppings.
The syrup. It's mad thick. I don't even know if it's really syrup. They have a lot to choose from, so it could take you a minute to figure out exactly what you want to eat. Different kinds of pancakes, a whole bunch of different toppings. What we ordered were the pooferettes. It's basically silver dollar pancakes, but they're not like American size silver dollar pancakes. Literally like the size of a silver dollar.
Yeah, I ate it within less than 5 minutes. They were so good. It was like the best pancakes ever. So
round 2. How many people you know go on vacation and are dying to go to the supermarket? Like for real. My wife. That's who. My wife. One of the only people I know. Take me to the supermarket. It looks great.
I feel like everybody goes to get coconut water. You so mad we here.
After breakfast, we just spent our day exploring the island. We hit up the California lighthouse and checked out all the scenery that was surrounding the lighthouse. It was really beautiful. And after that, we hit up the Alto Vista Chapel, which is pretty dope because it's one of the oldest landmarks in Aruba. It was actually built in the 1700s and they rebuilt it again in the 50s. And it's a dope spot to just check out and pay your respects to the island. It's real peaceful and cool up there. Like it's this whole little vibe. It's definitely worth checking out. So tonight, first night of dinner, officially, after a full day in Aruba. And tonight we're eating at West Deck Island Grill.
Overall, I love this place. The vibe is good, it's calm. The vibe is definitely better than food. Like you can hear the music, if you look around, you know, the trees with the lights. And we're right in front of like the main highway or the busy road, but you can't even tell that cars are passing by just because it's such a good vibe here. So overall, I definitely would come back if I'm in Aruba.
Stumbled upon a perfect beach for babies, kids, and you could say adults too. So the name of it is real fitting. It's Baby Beach. I think this is the north side of the island. It's about 30-40 minutes from our resort. It's a good 20-25 minute drive north of the airport, of Aruba Airport, but it's worth getting to. I mean, it's perfectly set up for babies and kids. The water is only about 3 feet deep. The temperature, right now it's a little cold, but otherwise it's cool. I mean, Nadia's in there now. She jumped in there as soon as we pulled up. I mean, she's loving it. There's a bunch of kids out here and a lot of adults just out here chilling. They got Big Mama's Grill over here cooking up some food, serving some drinks. So you can definitely spend a good 2 to 5 hours here if you let yourself. It's not as crowded as the other beaches like Palm Beach or Eagle Beach. It's really a lot more chill vibe, definitely. Like I could see us being out here for another like several hours, and we pretty much got here like a half an hour ago. So yeah. It might be a little pricey because there's not much around here. Like, it's just the beach here. So we opted to buy a tent just to cover our chairs, and the tent by itself was like $60. But I mean, if you plan on being out here for a few hours, I definitely think it's worth it. Otherwise, you'll just be like in the sun. I mean, that's cool if you're just trying to get a tan, but yeah, trying to be comfortable too. But yeah, this is definitely dope. It's better than a lot of beaches I've been to myself, so it's a whole vibe in itself. I definitely recommend it. If you got kids, definitely, this is like top. If you don't have kids, you can still come out here and chill for an hour or two just to check it out. If you want to get away from everybody, it's paradise.
So I didn't know what to expect when I got here. I thought it was gonna be like a little pond for babies, but it's really a nice, calm beach. The water, it's not so deep. I can stand up. It comes up to not even my waist, like my butt. Because when Nadia was standing up, like it was like right here to her. She loves it. It's so relaxing. There's so many families here. It's not overcrowded at all. And you don't have like the motor sports. You know how they have like the boats and stuff, like lots of lounges. It's just like real relaxing for families and for kids. So I definitely will come back here just for this beach. Even if you don't have kids and you want like a good relaxing time, just come to this beach and just pretend you have a family. So just because it's called Baby Beach doesn't mean you can't come by yourself or you need a baby. We see lots of older folks here, but I don't see them with a baby, so you definitely can come too. She's dying to go get that little girl's bucket.
So we at Big Mama's Grill for lunch. I decided to keep it basic and just get a calamari sandwich. See how it is. I never had calamari in a sandwich before. Faye got a good local dish, brown stew chicken. So brown stew chicken and rice and peas. Hopefully they do it justice. I've never had a brown like a Jamaican dish in Aruba, so hopefully they do it justice in this one. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up brown stew chicken, so that's why I didn't get the oxtail. I gotta like sample it first to make sure it's good and go from there. But yeah, so far I had a rum punch that was decent. About to get a rum runner. So the calamari sandwich definitely tasted better than it looked. It didn't look that much when I first got it. That was really kind of whack. So once I tasted it, calamari wasn't chewy or anything. It was fried perfectly.
Yeah, I love brown stew chicken. It was spicy though. It was real spicy.
They definitely put enough pepper in it for her. I definitely like the chicken. It's a good chicken. Good brown stew chicken. It's just not the best I've had.
Are you being biased because you're Jamaican?
It might be biased. We're at Redfish, which is another seafood spot. So I ordered the paella. It was bomb. Like the best paella I had was in Spain. Probably I think it was Barcelona. And this is up there with Spain's paella.
I love this place. It's fresh seafood. It's really fresh. The portions are so huge. I couldn't even finish it all. So you know the big snacks can't finish it. Hey guys, this is our last night. We ate everything that we wanted to eat. Lots of seafood. Now we're going back to the hotel. We're gonna pack our things and head out in the morning.
So this wraps up our trip to Aruba, and we love the whole vibe of the island, and we really loved Baby Beach, so much so that we probably make this an annual family trip. Like, it was that good. We just probably move around like different hotels, maybe even check out an Airbnb, but all the food was good, but especially the beaches, which is the best part, but more in particular Baby Beach, because that beach was just awesome.
One last piece of advice though, if you do have to submit a PCR test for COVID to enter Aruba, you're also going to have to do the same thing before you leave. So just make sure you don't do what we did and wait till the last minute to get a PCR test, because we legit had to run around the island and find a place that would take it and do it within like less than 24 hours. And we had to sit at the ticket counter and wait for our results before they even let us check in. It was crazy. So yeah, just make sure you do that in advance, like a day or two, so you get your results back and you can head back home.